right, and here we go. So we got this Fender JagStang coming here. This is the new 2021. You know, funny thing is, I originally got the 96, 97 version in Sonic Blue. I think I was in like 6th grade, 7th grade, so I don't know, it was like 12, 13, something like that. I want to see how this holds up to today's newer version. You know, it may not be that much of a difference, maybe a big difference, or it may just be me being like a different guitarist now that I'm not like, you know, a kid. I'm in my late 30s now, so I'm kind of interested to see how this holds up after the years. So this looks like it's pretty well packed. Comes in a nice soft case, it looks like. All right. Look at that. Let's get this out of here. Yeah, it comes with this nice Fender soft case. I don't think the original actually came with that. I don't remember a case being involved. But, you know, back in the 90s, I think we paid... Yeah, I think my father actually bought it for me because I was that type of young, like 12. So it was like $400, something like that. And then this one, I think we got it with a discount from Guitar Center for 15% off at $11.95. So let's see here. We got a little whammy bar and warranty info. What else we got here? Looks like this is a tag. Let's see if we can focus in on that. Okay. What else we got? Oh, that's cool. Comes with a strap for the case, so you can backpack. It's obviously not the most high-end case, but hey, at least it comes with one. Okay, let's take a look what we got going on here. Throw this to the side. I like this little detail here. It looks like a pick. Hopefully you can see that. The screen turned off on me. Okay. Oh, that's where it ends. All right. And we got the Fiesta Red. Wow. First impression here that this is actually not as red as I thought it would be. On the camera, it looks pretty red, but in person, this looks more like a crimson. What would you say, Nick?
Orange.
Orange, yeah, it doesn't look as red as I thought it would be. And by the way, this is my brother Nick here on help me out with the camera. But yeah, the color is definitely not what I thought it would be. I thought it'd be more like a hot rod red. Which,
yeah, it's definitely not.
Yeah. Yeah, I have one of the red Teslas, and I was hoping it would match the car. But in the light here, you kind of looks redder than it is in person. I'm wondering if we could get an angle here that kind of captures it in real life. But yeah, it's definitely not hot red. This is my first time getting a guitar in red too, so didn't really know what to expect. But yeah, you got your F stamp on the back for Fender. Let's see, they used to have a Made by Kurt Cobain on the 90s one. Doesn't look like that's on there.
No, I don't see it.
Yeah, it was like printed right around here in the 90s version. It might have been a sticker. I'm not sure, but it definitely said Made by Kurt Cobain on there. All right, so what we're going to do next is we're going to turn this off for a second, get all set up, and we're going to play some music on it. All right? See you soon. Sitting on my chair, tuning my guitar. Now that we're in tune, I remember that being a pain in the ass in the 90s as well. Thought it was just me being inexperienced back then, but it may be the guitar, because that took an insane amount of time. But yeah, let's play some tunes. We'll play a little Nirvana, some other stuff I've written, and maybe some covers or whatever, just to kind of get an idea of what this guitar can do. So here's your pickup controls. You know, if they're both to the center, everything's off. If you do here, you got your one close to the neck. You can split it, get a real thin sound, or your bridge pickup. I'm a bigger fan of the humbuckers at the bridge. You know, each their own, but you know, obviously if you played like an original Mustang or Jaguar, it would have only came with the single coils. So this humbucker is really something that Kurt wanted. Gave him more of the sound I guess he was looking for. But yeah, the originals, the 60s and all that, definitely just single coils. Okay, let's maybe start with some lithium. And then I have a strap on here. Let me move up a little bit. Let's get a little distortion on this guy. This is something my band wrote back in the day. All right, I'm good. All right, this is tuned up. You want to try now? Hey guys, so this was our inaugural video. So obviously it's a little rough around the edges. We're just using a GoPro camera. So I want you to go ahead and roast me in the comment section. You know, definitely with a couple bad takes there, but you know, it's all in good fun. You know, I just love music. So anyhow, final thoughts on the guitar here. Obviously, when I bought it, I was like 12, 13, totally infatuated with Kurt Cobain, and therefore that instrument could do no wrong. I do see a little bit of that on the other reviews out there, that it's like, oh, the best guitar in the world. It's definitely not the worst, but I think there's definitely better guitars for your money, even ones that, you know, that have the Kurt Cobain name. I definitely think the Jaguar from 2011 is better. This is a pretty neat guitar for what it is. But a cool homage to him. You know, it's definitely interesting how you have this stuff, this buttstock here. It levels it out when you're playing with a strap. That way the weight's kind of evenly distributed, even on your knee. It's kind of cool. My biggest complaint is the tuning. You know, constantly fell out of tune. I think that's even something that I read that Kurt complained about. You know, tuning, that he thought they were a piece of crap. But I guess that's where he got his sound from. But once I stretched out the strings, dropped it into E flat, it definitely held a lot better. The distortion was really my issue. I thought the clean had a really cool sound. Like I was playing a little ska punk on it, regular punk, a little grunge.
alternative. All that sounded great when it was clean. It was a little rough in E standard when I was playing with distortion, but once we dropped it, it definitely sounded a little better. Drop D was definitely good as well. Maybe in the future, maybe I'll switch out these for a different type of humbuckers and see what that does for it, because it's definitely cool. I had the blue one back in the 90s. I think that's what everyone kind of goes for. It was sold out at Guitar Center for the blue ones, and you can only find a reverb for like $2,000, I think it was. Like, so it was more than what they would sell in the store. And that's the reissue, not the originals from the 90s. But the red one, it seems like it was in stock because it's not as popular, but I think it's kind of cool. A little disappointed it's not more hot rod red, but it kind of grew on me. It's kind of a muted red. But with that, if you have the money and you have other guitars, I would definitely go for it. I wouldn't make it my only guitar, but definitely a cool guitar all around. And probably going to be a collector's item. Like I said, I paid $400 for the original. People are selling those for like $2,000, the 90s versions online. So who knows what this will be in 30 years. Anyhow, like, comment, subscribe. Definitely roast me. I'll be looking at all those and reaching back out. And see you guys next time. Thanks. Okay.